Yo, it's Sucky Saturday, and no, I should kind of call yesterday Sucky, because let's just say it pretty much started out that way. So, second day in a row doing exceptions, which, whatever, because, you know, there is a limited amount of us there to do so. And they let an associate back who originally got fired for falling asleep in the bathroom. But he also hated picking, which is like the key part of our positions, picking online orders. And he did do a good job in the back, which is the, you know, taking stuff out to the cars. And that's what he preferred doing. But whenever they would make him pick, he would nitpick a bunch of stuff that was actually on the shelf, so it gets dumped on whoever's doing exceptions. And it would get them behind and pissed off. And he did that again yesterday. And it pissed me off. And I flipped out right by the team lead. Because I was like, you know what, I'm not dealing with this shit today. Being literally the only one here to do exceptions because the other two had to do the LMDs up front. Well, the one of them that has exceptions as an option. So they had to get somebody else to cover for me and give it to somebody else to cover for me that had done it before, but really didn't prefer doing it, which is fine. Like I said, I don't mind doing it. I don't mind going in the back and getting stuff if that's where it says it is, or substituting for stuff that's like that item, because I've been a department manager, I have that common sense. So it's like, I don't mind doing that, but if you're nitpicking a bunch of shit on the shelf, which is what he did, and which caused me to flip the fuck out, no, I should not be paid the shitty amount that I get paid to clean up after your dumbass or your lazy ass, because you don't want to fucking do the job right when you're asked to do it. Like, just so you know, people like that are never going to succeed in life if they half-ass a job. If they only want to do what they want to do in that job, they're not going to succeed at all. It's just a well-known fact. And unfortunately, a lot of kids these days think they can get away with whatever and do whatever. So yeah, I flipped out, threatened to go on overnights if I had to keep dealing with this shit. And guess what? He ended up not picking anymore. So it's like, you know what? I don't care if we do get behind. I would rather be behind and have people who pick correctly and give a shit about doing it as accurate as they possibly can than ones who are gonna be sloppy, lazy, and nitpick shit. It just is what it is. Like, I know it sucks when we have to call, you know, for help. And I know that's not ideal for us to have to call for help. But also think about the fact that we do have people on vacations, which thankfully one of them is the drama person. She probably starts back up on Sunday, but the one who keeps causing fucking drama with people. So it's been nice and quiet, not hearing her mouth. To be honest, we really don't need her, because she has a pretty bad habit of nitpicking too. Now, she's not as bad as just blatantly nitpicking stuff, even though it's on the shelf, like totally skipping a whole area. 'Cause this dude fucking skipped the meat wall. And I have witness from the guy who works in meats, because he was literally working in the room next to it, putting sell-bys on the meat to put out, and try to get it out as quick as he could. And he's like, I didn't see anyone walk by here, that should be out on the shelf, because I went back to ask him, because it was an exceptions. And literally both things of steak were on the shelf. So this dude just fucking walked by it and no picked both of them. And they were both on the shelf. Because he just didn't want to fucking do it. It's like, why do we give people other chances when they fuck up like that? When they have that kind of attitude? Like, I'm sorry, but that makes you a worthless associate. It really does. And like I said, you ain't gonna get nowhere if you keep doing that shit. Like, I hope I don't have to do exceptions today, but I don't know. We will see. If nothing, I'll probably have to just cover lunch, which that's fine. But yeah, keep people, if they're gonna do part of a job like that, just leave them off it. Just fucking, I know it's not right to let them do what they want to do, but still. Don't make others suffer because they're lazy. Like, that's not fair either. That's really not fair either, so just fucking leave it alone. Let the dumbass stay in the back. Let him stay in the back and do his shit back there. Like, he wants to fart around on his phone, like, eventually the wrong person's gonna walk back there and flip the fuck out on him, so it is what it is. No, I guess I did sell it. Okay. Yes, I'm doing my auction house shit while I'm doing this. I'm probably going to start doing that from now on, because some of the stuff finally expired. Okay, so lighter note. As far as the auction house goes, if y'all remember, I put a bunch of shit up. What was it? I did it early yesterday morning. It's last 24 hours before it expires. So between yesterday and the time all this stuff expired, and it's a lot of I have accumulated a lot of shit, a lot of transmog shit on WoW, like a lot over the years, and I just kind of kept certain things on certain alts. Like if it's a clothy, I kept the cloth gear on those alts to resell or to sell, and then I just kind of let it sit, and because I'd been, playing Classic a lot more. And then since I've been, starting to put that stuff back up, so between, and it's not only that, I'm selling bags, I'm selling pets that I have randomly. And some of the transmog stuff is, I think, came from holidays, like lovely blue dress, blue dinner suit, red dinner suit. I think those are from the Valentine's thing that you can buy from the vendors or something with currency. I don't remember, but I've had them sitting around. I've had toys sitting around that were extras because I'd already learned them. And you automatically get it on every tune you do a certain, whatever certain chain of quests for, whatever it is. So, like, there's just shit that's just been sitting around. And, like, the lovely blue dress goes for, like, 23,000. So, I did sell some of the dresses that I had. But between that, all the other transmogs, pets, etc., that I've put on the auction house between yesterday and today, I made a little over 52,000 gold. So, that's a lot. That's actually more than I made the last time I started doing it. Now I wasn't, like, putting literally everything, but this time I decided I'm putting everything. So, all this shit that I've farmed up. And I'm finally, you know, finally having space in their bags to, you know, add more stuff to sell. And I do like how the auction house has been changed to where you just automatically throw it in and it puts your item at the last listed price, but your item comes first. So whoever, the next person that buys it, unless somebody else puts one up, will buy yours first. Now, if you want to undercut, you still can. On certain, it's like some things I do, but most of it, it's just kind of click, 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 click. And then if there's not any of that item, I just kind of leave it to the side because I don't know whereabouts to put that price. And I really don't feel like looking at the rest of maybe that transmog set to figure out what I should put that price at. Because that just takes time. I want to try to do this quick and go. And then on to the next alt. So it's a quick thing I can do first thing in the morning. Then when I come home, see what I sold. Like, a toy that came out, I guess a few years ago, Crashin' Thrashin' Killdozer Controller, is up for about 20,000 gold. And I have several of those floating around, so it's like, and then those pineapple safari lounge cushions or whatever they are, and you just plop them out and you can sit on them, other people can sit on them, whatever. It's just a stupid toy for the game, but you can just, your character can just sit on it. You just click on it and your character sits on it. Those sell for a decent amount too, because those came out years ago, and some people still have extras and trying to make some gold off them. Which, same here, and I think that's the reason why, another reason why I have so much gold from all this. Because I'm pretty sure I sold one of them, because there's like, I had like 3 different ones. And, alright, this one I am uncut. Now, see, some of the, like for gear, it says your item, it gives an item level, and if it says none available at item level that's lower than the ones that are there, so it doesn't give you that option, you can undercut a little more, because, like, this Termination Axe, mine's level 30, item level 36, all the other ones are higher item level, and the lowest price is 65,499, so I'm gonna make mine 65,300. So it is the lowest price, but it's also a lower item level. I mean, not that that matters, because if you're buying it for transmog, it doesn't really matter what the item level is. If somebody's new to the game and doesn't have the gold or heirloom stuff to level with, and they need a decent piece of gear, well, I think pretty much anybody can get heirlooms now, but you still need gold even to buy those. So it's like, really, if you're transmogging, item level doesn't matter. You just go for whatever's cheaper, and then you add it, and then you make it soulbound, and then you know, vendor it. But yeah, see, all this just item level lower, so I have to keep putting in numbers for them. But they're going for such high amounts that, you know, it's not going to hurt to undercut them by like 100 gold or so. Instead of just, you know, following along with the, and I still haven't sold that one thing that says for, shit, what's it called? Over 1 million, that scarecrow, fuck, I forget what it is, the scarecrow legs that dropped off that, rare spawn that I saw while farming. Now I do have an old, you know what, I'm so tempted to fucking do this right now. Alright, y'all are witnessing this. The current holiday thing going on is Brewfest. Now, I have both mounts from Brewfest, so I don't really give a shit about anything else. Because one of them's the Kodo and then the Ram, and I have both of those. I've had both of those for a while. I think their drop rate's pretty decent. But from an older expansion being the Max, another thing that he drops, Corn Dire Brew, is the mace that looks like a giant beer mug in your hand. And right now it's called the Tremendous Tankard of Terror, or O Terror, whatever. I have an original Tankard of Terror. So should I be weird and put this up for 1 million? No, I'll put it for 500,000. We'll do 500, 500. I'm not saying anybody's gonna buy it, but you know. Let's just give it a wing and see what happens. I think 1 million's a little much. Even though it is one of the originals, and they no longer call it that, but we'll see what happens. Somebody had one up before, and I had put mine up as well, and I was just like, I was surprised it wasn't going for as much as I think it should, considering it is the original, it is an original. And I know they've called it different things over the years, too, so it's not just... I had something on this one, I need a vendor, but yeah. So, as far as that, yeah. We'll see how much gold... Oh, and I gained 20 silver just by vendoring that. Send that that way. On another note, I realized, outside of WoW that is, I forgot to do Goofy Granny. This week. Just so much shit going on, I forget things. One of those signs of getting older. I forget to do certain videos. I feel like if I didn't have such a busy life and actually was a full-time content creator, I'd have no problem remembering to do certain series on certain days. But when so much shit happens, I think what I need to do is have a, I need to put a list of the things I want to do, and I'm not worrying about this year. Next year we'll make some improvements on the channel, because I know shit's been kind of all over the place, and I'm just random. Y'all levers will always be random. That's kind of a given. But I'm not going to keep this going any longer, because I'm not going to end up having time to upload it. So, yeah. But guess what? I did get to do dad jokes yesterday, so that's a positive thing. So you guys will get dad jokes. A dad joke later day. I'm not going to have time to do a goofy granny, so we'll just put it aside and leave it for next week. We'll do the next one next week, and I'll make sure I record it ahead of time. Also, I gotta do some shit tomorrow after stream, art-wise. Hopefully, nothing will, fuck up my inspiration and motivation for that, but here's to another bullshit day of work, and hopefully it's not as bullshitty as yesterday. See y'all in the next video.